Welcome back to Redefining Language. This has been quite some time since we last did this.
Indeed.
And we decided it was finally time to get back to this. So, as you may have guessed, I am joined by Catherine here in the other end. Hello, Catherine.
Hello. All right. We'd like to explain the game since you might have forgotten what it's about. We're going to play a game inspired from an interaction I have with my mum, who speaks 4 different languages. Occasionally, she'll forget a word and choose one in either Russian, Polish, or German. Sometimes I understand the word, but most times I end up with a puzzled expression and have to try to divine the meaning. This program is all about discovering the meaning of words in different languages, or failing that, at least providing an entertaining guess. The words are all in the description below, so you can play along with us. All of this program is improvisation. I haven't seen the word list and do not know what Caledorn will present me with. So it's bound to be fun,
I should yeah, I should add a few things here now. For the time being, I'm stick with Norwegian words because it actually stressed me out quite a bit that I had to practice pronunciations of different languages, and I spent a lot of time doing that. And I'd rather just have fun with the series for now. I will probably go back to using different languages, but for now, I'm just sticking to Norwegian. And if you have Norwegian word suggestions, we'll be fine having those. But just for the time being, we're going to stick with Norwegian words.
I'm actually quite happy about this. Oh, I was going to say, I'm happy about it because I'm actually learning Norwegian at the moment. So I might have better guesses than I've had in the past.
Indeed. I've also gone to great lengths, of course, to make sure that I'm selecting certain words that could be considered challenging.
Mm-hmm.
Also, as you may have, well, maybe not everyone has caught this, but Catherine has visited Norway, so she does have a dictionary, and she has promised me not to use that.
No, it is on my desk, but I am not going to use it, I promise.
So, with that aside, shall we just begin?
Yes, let's go.
So the first word is obviously Norwegian, like all of them are. And I will just pronounce it, and you can have fun with it. Feel free to ask me to repeat, of course, as usual. Fish stick.
Fish stick.
Oh, that was very good, actually. Wow.
Well, I know what a fish stick is in English. There used to be a song on the radio. Fish sticks, yummy, yummy fish sticks. Fish sticks, fish sticks, eat them up, yum.
Not fish stick, fish stick.
Fish stick,
it's one word.
Well, yeah, I know that the Norwegians, you combine words together, kind of like Germans do. And so fish stick is you just don't even need an extra sh at the end, instead of fish stick, it's fish stick. It's like a convenience word.
Mm-hmm.
Either that, or if the fish has a shtick, like an opinion about stuff. These like wild fish going around with like, protesting, having banners and signs all around the bottom of the sea. Maybe they're looking for more seaweed, or they're wanting the mermaids to visit. That could be too.
I'm having strange images in my head now of this fish stick thing doing exactly what you just said. Yes?
Yes. Well, don't worry. The mermaids come round, quiet them down. It's like, it's okay, guys. It'll be fine. Get your shtick put back in your pocket. It'll be fine. Let's all go to a cafe and have a bit of coffee, and it's going to be great. So maybe they even go to the cafe and have fish sticks. So well, yeah, yeah, that's what I'm going with.
It's a match.
A match. It's
yes,
a match.
One of those things.
I've matched the definition. Excellent. I'm quite pleased about this.
No, it's a match as in the thing that you light up things with.
Yes. Okay. Well, I didn't get it quite right. So, what is the etymology of the word? Is it broken into 2 parts, or is it just one fish stick?
It is fyr and stick, and it basically literally translates into lighting stick or something like that.
Okay. Yes. Right. I'll have to remember that one.
Yeah. The next word is possibly simpler. I don't know. I think it is actually. Ost.
Ost? As in
Yes.
east?
No,
No. Ost?
that would be öst.
Öst.
So ost.
Ost.
Yes,
Oh, gosh.
east is öst. This is
Öst.
ost.
Right. It sounds simpler. It's one syllable less than fish stick. Ost. Well, you took my best guess already. I was like, I know this one. But I didn't. I was misplacing the wrong vowels and the wrong sounds. And all kinds of things happened there. Ost. You know, when you have these really short words, it's really hard to find the humor in them because it could mean anything. It could be like
I do have a hint.
Oh, you have a hint? I've never gotten a hint.
Yes.
This is a momentous occasion. Hello. Yes, let's have a hint.
It does not mean official soundtrack.
You knew I was thinking about this. You knew this. I was just going to say that.
But that is exactly how it's spelled.
Yes.
Just the abbreviation for that.
Yes. Maybe it means something else. Maybe it's like official station for trains. You know? Never mind about the Jernbane. It's the official station for trains. Yes, I can do this. So you have an Ost-Ost.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
Well,
yes.
You've obviously not been able to figure out what the word is, but I can make a few things that it'll probably point you in the right direction.
Okay.
Brunost, gulost, hvitost, smøreost.
Smørgost.
Geitost.
That last one got me completely confused.
Gudbrandsdalsost.
Oh, I know what it is now. It's cheese. Yay!
Yay! There you go.
I got the cheese. Oh my. Oh dear. That's right.
Well
I didn't know. I didn't what is it called? I didn't associate that. The ost meaning cheese. Because I have cheese. I might have cheese. Very tasty cheese.
Yes.
Brown cheese, tomato cheese, and other cheeses that were very tasty.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So moving right along, the next word is barberhøvel.
Can you say that again?
I like the way you say that again. This little barberhøvel.
That's what I thought you said. Yeah. Barberhøvel. And I know exactly what this is. This is this actually comes from a game you've been playing recently.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the Universe Sim. So, I don't know if you know what tack I'm going with here, but a barberhøvel is like where the barbarians live. It's a hovel, it's a house where the barbarians are taking up residence. They often set these up right outside your village, and they kind of like a staging point before they attack your city. So yeah, that's that's definitely what it is. I mean, it couldn't be any other thing. We're pretty sure about this.
Well, you know, they actually did add exiles in the patch that can attack your village.
I know. I was hoping you'd add something to your series. You know, add a few more episodes if you can.
I
those things.
have to start a new series because the patch ruined save games. But I do plan to do that.
Cool.
But no, it is definitely not a barbarian hovel. It's a barberhøvel.
Barberhøvel. Well, I knew you wouldn't have the en at the end of the barbarian. I mean, you could just, smush it together like German words. We discussed how Norwegian is kind of like German that way. Barberhøvel.
Yeah.
Unless it could be, well, no, I don't think it could be that. No.
Now I'm curious.
Well, I mean, if you take the beginning word and chop it up into pieces, you have a bar bear, like a bear that goes to the bar. But it doesn't have to be a bar like that serves drinks. It could be a bar, like in French, where you do gymnastic displays of ballet. So it could be a bar bear, a bear that sort of leads. Can you imagine a bear doing? I don't think I can imagine this. No, I don't think we can imagine a bear doing pirouettes and things like that. That probably isn't it.
You're giving up, right?
I think I'm going to give up. Yeah. No. Well, we're going to go with the hovel. I think a barbarian hovel is a perfectly good, serviceable explanation of this word. Yes.
It's a razor.
Now you're going to have to explain to me how you get a razor out of that.
Yes. To shave yourself in Norwegian is å barbere. And then you have the razor itself. Like it, strangely enough, you would have a cheese grater, would be an ostehøvel. And in this case, it is a barberhøvel. So you're more or less grating your face.
That sounds very
more
painful.
Or less the etymology of the word. Well, shaving can be painful.
Well, I know. You guys must have a skin of steel. I mean, if you're cheese grating your face, that's really rough.
It's the same principle, though.
Well, yes, I suppose so. Okay.
Right.
That is most
moving
interesting.
along from that one. The next word is élève.
Élève? That sounds very French to me. Élève. Right.
All the pressure point in the word is not on the first e, it's on the second one. So élève.
Élève.
Yes.
Right. Now it sounds very French. Are we like veering off into France for a few moments, or are we still in Norway land?
We are sticking to Norwegian words.
The thing about it is if I could ask if it's French, then I would know that it is a French word, but then I don't remember what the French word means. So it wouldn't do me any good anyway. Élève sounds very much like level to me for some reason. It might not be, but it could be. I'm not hearing any confirmation over there or any giggles either. So I'm not quite sure what it could be. Does it mean level, like to level something, or using a leveling device, like a level with the, like
you're supposed to make a guess. You're not supposed to ask me whether this is, because if you ask me that question, that means you're making a guess.
So you're going to say, is that your final answer? So this could turn into like a completely different game show. Élève. That's the only thing I can think of. I'm thinking, grabbing one of those things from your hardware chest or your tools in the garage or wherever you keep them, getting that little straight bar thing with all the 3 different water levels there. Making sure that all the bubbles are within the lines or without the lines, depending on your proclivities. I mean, if you don't want a straight house, I'm not going to look. I am going to look the other way. You can have a very crooked house if you want. In fact, crooked houses are pretty dang popular, especially in stories like Baba Yaga with the chicken house or the house on the chicken legs. And and there are other instances like the Winchester house has some very interesting angles in it. But we're going to go with the level. That's my guess.
Well, it does mean a pupil or a student. However, it's quite interesting. The etymology of this is that is from the French word élève, which means, or éleveur, to raise.
To raise? Okay.
Yes, to raise someone. It's a pupil or a student. You're raising them. You're teaching them something. So as far off as your answer actually was, it wasn't that far off.
That's cool. I like that. Well, I got the first part right, that it's from French. Yep. Too bad I didn't remember the rest. That was a good word,
okay.
Though.
Thank you. Next word is penger.
Are you serious? Like really serious?
Yes.
Pango.
Penger.
Pango. Ish. You know,
Yes,
the thing
yes.
that comes to mind, and this has been a very serious discussion we've had for the past few weeks, is one of the quests in World of Warcraft, where they ask you to go down, or up actually, to the mountains and ride on a pengling. And I think this is the Norwegian word for penguin, or pangling, depending on your proclivities and which stars you follow in the media. So yeah, I think that could be the closest we're gonna find.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, pangling. That's my final answer.
Okay. Well, it's money.
It's money. Oh dear. If I get my penguins confused with my money, I'll be in big trouble.
Yes. I have this image of you dragging penguins out of your wallet when you're going to pay for something now.
It would be very amusing, though, don't you think? The shopkeepers would be most amused.
I would be more curious how you got the penguins into your wallet in the first place. But,
Well, they're very
yeah.
slippery. You could slide them in just like really nicely, and they sit in the wallet like little sardines. You know, they lay next to each other.
Next word. The next word is klinkekule.
Can you say that again, please? I was amused in the first part, and I missed the second part.
Klinkekule.
Right. Now I'm tempted to Englishify this word, and it sounds most amusing, I have to say. I have a very funny definition, but I don't have a really good guess definition. A klinkekule sounds very much, and I'll give you the funny definition because I have no idea what it could be for real. It sounds like, you know, when you go on a like a vacation somewhere, like a driving vacation, and your parents force you to do camping and stuff like that. You always have a cooler with you. And sometimes it breaks down and it leaks and it's horrible. And so there you get your clinky cooler. And sorry. You know, you know, and it's a pain in the socks because before you know it, your van in the back is like, the carpet is all wet because the ice is leaked out and life is really, really unpleasant. And you're a kid and you hate camping to begin with. And now we have, yeah. Klink cooler, definitely.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely, we'd have a word for that in Norwegian.
Oh, do you?
You know, camping. Oh, yes, camping trips are very popular over here. So this is, you're absolutely spot on right. Or it could actually be a marble.
A marble? Oh my God. Really? Oh, I'm interested to hear how you get marble out of that. Marble like the ones you play games with, or marble like as in the stone?
The ones you play game with. Kule, that is a round sphere.
Okay.
And the sound they make when you actually hit one with another one is a clinking noise. So that therefore clinking ball, more or less, is a direct translation.
I
so
love that.
Sense.
Yeah, I love that first definition. That's what I was actually thinking about, the clinky part. Because when we have something that's broken here, we might call it a clunker, which is again a sound noise. So that's what that was coming to my mind. So cool, I like that.
So it is actually the sound noise, which is just put in front of the little ball. Oh, well, I like your definition better. Next word. I'm not sure if you're going to get this one because I'm not sure if this is purely Norwegian. Whether or not it is pure. Definitely gotten it from somewhere and Norwegianified it, if that is a word.
Norwegianified, I like this new word. Yes, that's good. Mm-hmm.
So the word is pergament.
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 Pergament. You know, sometimes when it's quite frustrating to me because I know that that word is in my brain somewhere, but I can't find it at the moment. It sounds so familiar to me, and I know that I know what it is, but it is lost in the sands of time or the folds of the brain or something. I need to search and rescue party to find this word, I think. It sounds like many other words as well, but I've heard pergament before. And now I'm on an endless search. I'm just envisioning little guys in my brain walking around with search lamps and flashlights so you get double the light, and they're like climbing between the folds and like, hey, are you there? Pergament.
Take candle.
Take candle. Yeah, but they're looking. But they can't find it.
No.
Do you happen to know what the word means? And it might be giving them the definition will help them out. What do you reckon?
Well, you're not even going to make a guess?
See, now you put a guilt trip on me. I suppose
okay. No, it's okay.
You're like, it's okay. We can have guilt trips. It's not a problem. Yeah, like
the
camping trip. We can have a guilt trip. It's all good. I was hoping to sneak slyly out of this. But
we have borrowed it from Latin.
You have, yes. Well, there's lots of ment words in Latin. I know that. They're all full of ment words like parliament and doublemint and
doublemint?
gum. Yes. Sorry, that was meant to be a joke.
Right.
Humor, haha. And excitement and delightment and fuzzy catment.
Right. So it means parchment.
Oh God! Yes, it does. God,
Yes.
fuzzy cats. Mm-hmm. Yes.
It is borrowed from Latin pergamentum, but I do not know if that is the correct pronunciation.
That sounds
Latin,
very good. Yes, it sounds very good.
Okay.
I knew that. I knew, and the guys with the searchlights and the flashlights and the candles. They're holding everything, all the lights. They tried.
One of the kobolds did take the candle, so all the other kobolds got busy chasing it instead of looking through your files. We understand.
Okay, all right. And the kobolds. I hope they don't blow up. Oh dear, then I could have problems. No, I think they're people without explosives on their backs. I think they're fine.
This is a World of Warcraft reference. The kobolds in Elwyn Forest, they say, take candle when you go into the mine there.
Oh,
that aside,
sorry.
The next word is ur.
You know how much I like short words, right?
I've intermingled short and long words.
Ur.
Ur.
Ur. Are you sure it's not related to Ost? Because it's very short. It's very short. It sounds like it's two vowels and a consonant, possibly.
It is one vowel and two consonants, actually, and we have plenty of those in Norwegian.
All right.
It is quite common. We have many words on 3 letters with one vowel and 2 consonants. This is one of them.
Okay, it does sound very short. The closest parallel that comes to mind for me is an oar, like for rowing boats and things like this. And I went to sea, and this was delightful. Oh my gosh. And I have to, first of all, I've completely forgotten to do this until now. I would like to give a shout out to Yael, who is an awesome, sweet, wonderful, wonderful person who showed me around Oslo when I went to visit. So thank you so very much, Yael, for that. And he took me to see, and my mom, to see the ship. Oh my God, it was so exciting. The Oseberg ship in the Viking Skiphuset. It was glorious. And on that ship, they had a whole, several sticks sticking up where they put the oars between there. so that the Vikings could rest and have a bit of a tea break when when they were tired rowing. So I'm thinking that ur is probably or. And this really that's a nice word that she's chosen for me to relate to my travels. Yes.
Of course. Word.
Yes. Word? What word?
Word.
I know what you're saying, but I'm trying to make it funnier. It's a word. Right.
Yes.
All right. I'll have to remember that one.
Is
So, right. How do you spell that?
O-R-D.
Right. One of those cheaty ones. It's a cheaty one. Oh my god. If I had seen that, I would have guessed, maybe. Ooh.
Maybe.
Then you have O, spelled O-G. It's like, no, you can't have your G at the end. No, you can't pronounce that. We have to skip.
That is
French.
and.
I know it's and. But it's one of the words that you skip the end of the word and favor only
We
the
do
vowel.
that all the time.
I've noticed this. It makes it very difficult to understand things. All right. Well, I will try to be... So are there other words that sound like the word for word?
Ooh? Oh, multiple.
So how am I to know which one it is?
Deduction. Experience with the language. And
I know,
so forth.
but you didn't give me a hint. So am I given leeway? Like, can I get like an extra half a point or something for coming up with?
No.
Does it anyway? Do any of the ones that sound like that mean or, like an English or?
No.
Like the Vikings
No,
ors?
I'm
They should.
No, I'm sorry. The
apply?
letter for or in the word for or in origin is also 3 letters, but it sounds completely different. I'm sorry.
I tried.
You did. Next word.
Okay.
Dronning.
I think I've seen that word. Dronning. Oh man. I might have seen that word. Have I seen that word? Do you know? Is it like
I'm
a
not
common
sure,
word?
to be honest.
Ah.
Well, all Norwegians know what it is.
Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure that most Norwegians know almost all the words, especially the complicated words. Is this a complicated word?
No.
Does it mean a cat house?
No.
Okay, I was just getting that out of the way because the cats are, oh my god, they're sleeping in galaxies. They're very cute. Oh dear.
Galaxies?
Yeah.
What kind of cats do you have?
I'll take a picture of them real quick while we try to figure out what the heck this word means. Okay, let's see. I might add it to the video here if I remember. Oh my god, they're adorable. They're sleeping in galaxies.
And this is a word we haven't borrowed this word, actually. This is an Old Norse word.
Right. Does it do something like it sounds? Like is it like a washing machine that goes dronning? You know, when you start it up and it's just like it's kind of sound, you know, like the old washing machines had, or you know, even well, if it's an Old Norse word, you know, the Norse people were very, very ahead of their time. You know, they shipped themselves all the way to the Americas. So it does not surprise me if they were to have electric washing machines that early.
Of course.
If we're looking at the history of this, I have to explain this because some people might say, no, KOS, they had no electricity. They might have. We don't know. We just haven't found any washing machines over there yet. I'm highly amused by this. So
yes,
yeah.
I'm sure certain that the King of Norway would appreciate his queen, which is what the word means, being related or compared to a washing machine, seeing as he himself compared her to a troll when they had an interview about this airfield or something down on the Antarctic.
I knew I remembered that word from somewhere. I remember you telling me this story about the troll. Well,
there we go.
I think the washing machine is probably better than a troll.
Well, it means queen, not troll.
I know it means queen. Oh Oh dear. I apologize most humbly to the royalty of Norway.
Oh, the royalty of Norway would probably find this quite amusing. They have a humor. Definitely they have a sense of humor, so don't worry about that.
Nice. Oh dear. Oh dear. That was funny. Yes.
Okay, so the final word for this episode. Are you ready?
I hope so.
Kranbil.
Are you sure that's the right word?
Yes.
Kranbil?
Kranbil.
Kranbil. Well, that's what I thought it was. Oh, I know what it is. Oh, how good. Oh my God, I'm going to get the last one right. I know it. This is so good. I'm so excited because I know exactly what this is. You have a lot of ocean around Norway. This is not a secret. There are lots of fjords and there's a lot of nature and a lot of birds. And I think you're talking about the bill of a crane. Kranbil.
The what? The belt of Ukraine?
No.
That's what I heard you say. What did you actually say? The belt of Ukraine, whatever that is.
Oh my God, I'm laughing so hard I can't speak. I should speak more softly more often. Your answers are funnier than mine. The belt of Ukraine. Yes, you borrowed it after the last sheep shearing contest. Yes. Anyway, I said the bill of a crane, like a bird.
The bill of a crane. Okay.
Yes, it makes perfect sense. Kranbil. That's what you just said. Crane bill. You know, like ducks have bills, and I don't know if. Well, is it more of a beak on a crane rather than a bill? I don't know if you can say bill of a crane, or maybe the crane is bringing the bill, because we all know that, well, no, it's actually storks that deliver babies and they should charge, but I don't know if cranes have bills, unless we're talking about for renting out a crane, you know, like one of those building the high rises and stuff. So that could be a crane bill as well. I think I found the humor quotient of this word, but the belt of Ukraine, that could be a funny thing. It could be like one of those like wrestling match, those big belts that they have. And I don't know what kind of contests do you have. Like, do you have like a log rolling or like something like earthy or sheep shearing or fjord climbing? But I don't think Ukraine has. Do they have fjords? I don't think so.
Let's give you half a point for mentioning cranes and high-rise buildings, shall we?
Okay, sounds good for me.
Since we need to end the episode, I mean,
we could go on forever. You never can tell.
Indeed, but I'm sure that the owner of the nickname is quite amused by this when he hears all of this randomness about, especially the one with belt of Ukraine. No, what it is a tow truck.
A tow truck. Hi, tow truck, by the way. Woohoo. Oh my God, that's so funny. So how does this relate to the word? What is the etymology here that we're talking about?
Kran, crane,
Okay.
bil, car or truck.
Bil is a car. See, my Duolingo
Bil
has not
is a
told
car.
me that. It hasn't.
No,
I haven't got to that lesson yet.
Don't
You
blame
can't
me for
expect-
that.
I'm not blaming you. Cool, so it's a crane truck. Awesome. I like this idea. That's really cool. Tow truck. Nice. All right. That's most entertaining. Well, I think we should probably say goodbye to everyone who has faithfully listened through this very wild and wacky episode. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll see you next time.
See you all next time.